Okay, for your next workout, what we're going to do is do a couple of different drills. We're going to, again, play with holding position. We're going to play with complexes, which is combining exercise into one, and a lot of different angles and positions, which is going to stimulate some really new muscles and make your exercises feel like they're brand new. So the first series we're going to do is a bent over row to high pull. Now we talked in the last routine about you can change hand position, but because we're combining the high pull in the sequence, we're going to work from the neutral grip the entire time. So whether you're working with your power bag or your strength and burly bag or your core bag, you're going to grip the same handles. So Jessica's going to deadlift the weight up first. So we're going to do the bent over row first. She's going to hinge back, do one row, come down slowly, and then pull explosively with the hips. So conversely, where you have the upper body of the bent over row, you're using the lower body for the high pull. Nice job, Jess. And see how she did a good job of not hanging out at the top position? She came right back down with the hips. Nice job. So you're going to do alternating repetitions, and that is one exercise. So when you see the prescribed amount of repetitions, you have to do them for each movement in the exercise. The next one we're going to do is we're going to do another complex, and I recommend you start with a lighter, smaller ultimate sandbag. It's a drop lunge to half kneeling press. So usually a lot of times complexes are dominant, where one exercise in the complex is far more difficult than the others. This sort of helps balance it out. We're going to do one clean. Jessica's going to grab onto the end cap handles here. Now, once she's in position, she's going to drop lunge to rest slowly on her half knee, and then she's going to press overhead. Drive back up, and we'll go alternate the legs. So she's going to stabilize at the bottom, press overhead. If you feel too weak in that position, you can lunge down and then come back up and press at the top position. You're going to use these handles when you're doing the power or core. You're going to use the neutral grip handles if you're using a strength or burly, which I must say is quite difficult to do. The next exercise we're going to do is a shoulder lateral lunge. So it's important to understand what shoulder you use in this exercise matters. So if Jessica's going to grab her bag and bring it up to the right shoulder, we're going to lunge out to the right. So she's doing a good job of placing her weight back on her heel and driving her hips up. Now, if this felt too difficult, she could have the weight still on this shoulder but lunge out to this leg. So just by changing what shoulder is loaded, this is her inside shoulder, she can make the exercise feel more a little less challenging, which is important because we're not going to change the weight by 5 or 10 pounds. So what you're going to do is be able to change the holding position and make the exercise more difficult or easier. So what we're going to do next now is we're going to do a side plank row. So I'm going to get this bag out of Jessica's way. Now, a side plank row we can do a couple different ways. This is a lot more challenging than it may look at first. You can start with the legs straight if you want, but this is going to be very challenging. You want to start the bag close to your body, and you're going to use a smaller ultimate sandbag. It's a short range of motion, but you're going to focus on still driving the elbow up and back. So just going to hip up, and she's going to slowly drive her elbow up and back. Nice. So you can see it's a short range of motion, but you're really stimulating the upper back and the whole side frontal plane of the body. Now, if it's too difficult, just come down and bend the knees. You could do so from this position. So by shortening the lever arm, by bending the knees, you can make the exercise a little more accessible if you're using one size of your ultimate sandbag, so you're not having to change the weight in and out of your ultimate sandbag. We're going to do curls in a moment, and what we're going to do is we're going to grab the snatch handles in the supinated or palms up position, just like you would with a barbell or a lot of dumbbells. So Jessica's going to grab on. So as she curls up, because the weight distribution is further away from the handles, it's going to have a more full range of motion effect. So as the bag gets higher up, she's still going to stimulate a lot of the biceps, where in a dumbbell or barbell, it really gets easy at the top. If it's too easy, you can grab onto the side handles, or you can do what I love is an offset grip, where one hand grabs in and one hand grabs out. So now it's going to be one arm. So this is how we do our one arm rows, our curls, sorry, if this is too easy with the double hands. Nice job, Jessica. We're going to finish off with Jessica's favorite, which is leg threading, which is a version of doing a get up, but a little bit different because we're working two specific points, which is a hip bridge and a leg side thread. So what we're going to have Jessica do is come down to the ground. Now, whatever side the bag goes upon is the leg that you're going to bend. So she's going to come down to the ground, and then she's going to roll the bag onto her shoulder. The key is to have a nice wide base. She's going to plant her left arm on the ground. She's going to try to push through her 3 points of contact to come up without the leg leaving the ground. She's going to bridge up, and she's going to slide the left leg through, and then come back underneath. We're gonna do one more time. When you do it with the arm, you wanna make sure you corkscrew that arm that you're basing on so that you activate the lat and you don't rest upon the shoulder. So you're gonna do this for the recommended amount of time, and you have to do both sides. I recommend that you start off doing it kind of slowly so you understand the groove of the movement. Oftentimes the exercise gets more intense the more you can try to control the different segments of the exercise. So now you're gonna see Jessica do it in full action.